Hey, what is up guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and today guys I have a very special video for you all. This is going to be a video covering my best deck ever. Now, when I say best deck ever, I mean the deck that I've had the most success with, the most fun with, and that took me farther than any deck ever, and it just so happens to be my favorite deck, so I'm going to show it to you guys. Now, I am going to walk through every card because this is older stuff, and I don't know how long you guys have been in the game, but I'll do my best to kind of give you reasons why it was good back then to the best of my abilities. So, starting off guys, the main attacker of the deck, we have Gengar from Stormfront. Now, this is my favorite card of all time. This is an absolute amazing card. I'm going to read it to you guys here. The reason I'm doing this is because it's October and the Chandelier just came out with the same ability as this Pokepower. It's got Fainting Spell. During your opponent's turn, if Gengar will be knocked out by damage from an attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now knocked out. That was absolutely ridiculous back then, and a lot of people from League hated it because I flipped heads almost every single time, and that's where the loaded dice joke comes from, guys. It then has an attack called Shadow Room for 1 psychic energy, and put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If that Pokemon has any Pokepowers, put 6 on it instead. And then it has Poltergeist 30, or 30 times the number of trainer supporters that your opponent has in their hand and stadiums. You get to look at their hand and everything. So this card was really good. It could hit really hard, and if they knocked it out, well, they might pay a price. So there's always a risk. So we're gonna play 4 of those. Then we're gonna play 2 Haunter just to get Gengar out a little faster. And then we're gonna play 4 Ghastly as well. Ghastly had a Pitch Dark attack, which means that your opponent can play trainer cards, so that was a good way to shut people down and slow them down a little bit. And kind of the draw engine of the deck, guys, we have a 2/2 Claydol. Claydol had the Cosmic Power, Pokepower. Basically, once during your turn, you can play up to 2 cards from your hand to the bottom of your deck and then draw till you have 6. This was really awesome because it just sped your deck up and you can go through and draw insane amounts of cards. So that was really awesome. Then another draw card that I really, really loved that just fell off my table. There it goes. Is 1 Uxie. This has the setup power. When you put it down, draw till you have 7 in your hand, and then it has Psychic Restore. It does 20 damage for any energy cost. You can put it back in your deck, which means you can just keep doing it over and over. It's really awesome. Then we have a 1/01 Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen was a really cool card because it had Maternal Comfort, Pokebody. And basically, in between turns, you heal 1 damage from each of your Pokemon. And back then, guys, healing 10 between turns from everything was really awesome. That was really good. Now it probably wouldn't be that good, but this was really cool. Plus, it had a Mega Punch attack, which hit for 40 for 1, which was a lot back then. So Nidoqueen was definitely a cool card to have in here. And then probably the best starter you can have with this deck is Spiritomb. This had him under trainer lock as soon as you flipped him over, and for a free attack it had Darkness Grace. You choose one of your Pokemon on your bench, and then you can evolve up into 1 stage. So for instance, guys, if you had a Ghastly, you get Darkness Grace into a Haunter. So that's really awesome. Next up, guys, we have Relicanth. This was a tech card I had in here for the Lux Chomp deck. It had the Grand Swell. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack does 30 damage to each to that Pokemon for each tool card or stadium your opponent has in play. This was really good for Luxray G level X. So the SP decks would have like a bunch of energy gains and all kinds of stuff out. So you can just Grand Swell and get a knockout. That's why I played this in here. It was really awesome. Really helped in that matchup. Then I had 1 Unknown G with the guard. This was really good back then. Actually stopped other Gengars and just basically the guard. Once during your turn, you can equip it as a tool, and then it does, as long as Unknown G is attached to a Pokemon, prevent all effects of attack, excluding damage. So basically, they wouldn't get the effects of their attacks when they attacked a Pokemon that had Unknown G. That's basically what you just did. I forgot to mention, Gengar had Free Retreat. That was amazing. Alright, so next up, guys, we have 1 Azelf. This was really good. You can just play it down, Time Walk, and you can get a card from your prize and just swap it with a card in your hand. So if something was prized, you can just randomly pick it. Well, I think. Oh no, you look at them. Yeah, you look at your prize cards, and then you just swap. That was really good. Then I played one Crobat G. This was really awesome. You just play it down and put a damage counter. Now why this was good was because, as you guys can see, I don't have the mess for it up, but these have Poke Powers, and they have 70 HP. These were really high play cards. So what I would do is I would Flash Bite, put a damage on here, then I would Shadow Room just to knock it out, and I would basically just pick off their Oopsie, Azelf, and Mespritz and stuff like that, and then just let them knock out Gengar and take out their big attackers. For supporter guys, we have 4 Bebe Search or Beep Search, whichever one you want to say. Put a card from your hand on top of your deck and then search your deck for a Pokemon. This was like amazing back then because you can, this was like the Ultra Ball basically of back then. So this was an awesome supporter. Also, it lowered your hand size so you can grab these and just draw more cards. Next up, Roseanne's Research. Search your deck for a combination of 2 energy cards, or 2 Pokemon, or an energy and a Pokemon, basic Pokemon. So basically you can go into your deck, grab a Ghastly and a Psychic or something like that, or you can grab a Ghastly and a Nidoran. So I mean, it was a really awesome card. Then I played 2 Looker's Investigation. This was really good because you can look at your opponent's hand and just set up the Poltergeist. Then you can have you or your opponent shuffle their hand in and draw up until they have 5 cards. So that really helped with the Poltergeist to let you know how much damage you're going to be doing. Then I played 1 Warp Point. This is basically a escape rope, just in case. Then I played a Moonlight Stadium. It gave everything with Psychic and Dark free retreat. So Nidoqueen had free retreat. Just anything really had free retreat. I should have played Unknown Q over this. It would have saved me in a game. Play 2 Broken Time Space. Let me show you how this works. Okay, if you have Broken Time Space, you can go, alright, I play Ghastly, I play Haunter, I play Gengar. That's how that worked. You can just evolve. Just one. I mean, you have this, so you go, I play down Baltoy, evolve into Claydol. I mean, it was that simple. That's how amazing that card was. Alright, so here, I could not find 4 rare candies, guys, but 4 rare candy, just to skip evolutions. You guys know what that is. Back then, there was no rule to wait. You could just do it. It was amazing. Then I played 4 Pokemon Communication. And what I did there was just to keep it a little more consistent, get Pokemon in my hand. What you do there, choose a Pokemon from your hand and put it back in your deck and then swap it for another Pokemon. 1 Luxury Ball. This is like the best ball card ever in my opinion. You could just search for a Pokemon. You could really, and also if you had one in your discard, you couldn't play it. But this was amazing. I actually pulled this in my first ever tournament. So you just Luxury Ball, you can get anything for free. That was it. Play 2 Night Maintenance. This is basically Super Rod. To basically make it to where my opponent had to face 6 Gengars. I played 2 Poke Turn, just so I can Flash Bite 3 times. So you just Poke Turn, you can pick it up, Flash Bite it again. And then energy cards, guys. I have 6 Psychic Energy for Gengar. These are my special Psychics. I love them. Play 1 Fighting Energy for Relicanth. And also you can attack with Claydol if you want to. And 4 Call Energy. This was like really good card. I cannot talk. Excuse me. Basically, you attach a Call Energy, and you can end your turn and search your deck for 2 Pokemon and put them on your bench. This was amazing. Just get 2 basics. And so what I would do a lot of times, guys, is I would Call Energy, grab a Baltoy and another Ghastly or something like that, and then I could next turn I could Rare Candy, and then get a Gengar, attach a Psychic, and I could start doing Poltergeist if I want to, or Shadow Rooming. So attaching the Call Energy really wasn't that much of a loss. It was amazing in this deck. So basically, guys, what this list is, this is the list I used to make, I think, top 68.
Okay, so my camera died again. I swear I have the worst batteries. But anyway, if I sound different, it's because this is a day later. I had to go get batteries. Anyway, so guys, I think I was on the part where I was talking about how far it gotten. I played this exact list actually at Nationals, and I was 6-1 at the start of the first day, and then I think I was like 6-3 start of the second day. So the second day was like I had 2 really close games, but I'm not gonna tell you guys a big long story. And I got in the top cut, and I won my first round, and then I barely lost my second round. I lost it by a coin flip for Fading Spell, which is why I think that, that's an argument enough saying that when I used this card, I did not have loaded dice. Otherwise, I would have won that last game, and I would have made it farther in the top cut. But this was a really, really awesome deck. I loved playing it. I still remember how to play it just fine. This is the deck that I am best with, and I love that format. And also, guys, I think it was the 2009 or 2010, 2011 Nationals. I can't remember exactly. It was the year that I think Lux Trump was really, really, really big, and we still had Claydol. But basically, I beat every deck that was currently in the format, and I only lost to this one, or lost to Lux Trump, because that, in my opinion, that was the best deck in the format. I beat all the other ones, and the best deck was the only one that I lost to, and I actually beat one of them in top cut, which was really sick. Thought that was awesome. But guys, there you go. There is the video, and I figured I would show this deck off for you guys. Hopefully I gave them like a long enough explanation for the cards and everything. Yeah, I love this deck, man. It's still my favorite, even with how far into the game I've gone now. All the decks that I went through and everything. This is always going to be that deck that, basically was my best one. And really wish I would have played it longer than I did. But anyway, guys, enough of me being emotional. We all have a deck like that, I guess. But that being said, guys, I love you all, and I want to say thank you for watching. I love doing videos like this, man. Where I take trips back, and yeah, I might have another older deck profile coming up for you guys, and I'll just talk about it. Ow! Oh, my hand popped. Excuse me. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you for watching, and this is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out.
It's all I wanna do.